Time to do the 50-hour maintenance on our bad boy 4025H. The 4025 is actually a TYM tractor. I'll post the maintenance schedule below. So right here on the right side of the tractor, there's the oil filter. We got an oil filler here, and the only other somewhat confusing part is it looks like that's also an oil fill. And just like making sure the oil filter looks to be the same, at least from the outside. So underneath the tractor, looking forward, there's the oil drain right there, and then looking backwards, that's the hydraulic drain right there. And got this giant catch can from Walmart, and it holds 5 gallons, so we should be good to go there. 17mm socket. Let's go ahead and get this guy loosened and get this oil changed out if we can. Let's see here. Oh, that was on there. Wasn't too tight. That was good. I did start the tractor up earlier. Make the oil a little more viscous. Less viscous, I guess. I don't know, but here comes the oil. 1, 2, 3, and almost there. There it goes. Well, it's pretty black. Again, 50-hour maintenance, but nah, it doesn't smell like fuel or anything. The capacity on this tractor said it was a gallon of oil plus a quart. I'll put the screenshot up for you. Now, will I get a gallon of oil out between this and the oil filter? Probably. All right, something to be wary of. I was inspecting the oil pan nut that came out, and I noticed it had this groove like it was supposed to have a O-ring, and I reached up and I did find the O-ring was still stuck to the oil pan. So just something to be careful of, that when you get this thing back together, you get it back together right. Get this back on here. It's pretty empty. Yeah. Oh. There it is. Yep, there we go. Nice and tight. All right, and then we're just going to give it a little bit of a tighten here. All right. Oil plug's back on. Let's go tackle that oil filter. There we go. Now, let's see if I can do this by hand. I shouldn't be able to. Probably not. Nope. Let me go get an oil wrench. All right. Let's see if we can get this oil filter off of here. Let's see if we can get this. There it goes. Left. See, Lucy. Yep. Perfect. And I'm sure it's going to drop some oil. Down. There it goes. All right. Get that drained in there. Perfect. My choice of oils is the Rotella T6. It's the full synthetic. Being in Florida, things are hot. I just think synthetic oil may perform a little bit better in this heat. I'm going to go ahead and fill the oil filter up with a little bit of oil. Let's see if we can't get this guy filled up. Beautiful. All right, some of it settled. Let me put a little bit more in there. I don't want to run that engine dry at all. if I can help it. There we go. And of course, take a little of that engine oil, lube up that ring. Alright, let's get the new oil filter on. And like I said, I think some oil is going to come out, but I'm just going to try to get it on there real quick. And yeah, let's get it done. There it goes. There it goes. All right. Now, I'm going to do this finger tight. All right. Maybe just a little bit more. There we go. All right. Done. Let's see how much oil came out so I can get a good idea of how much oil is going to go back in. Again, the capacity said it held a little over a gallon of oil. I'm not sure that's what's coming out, but we'll see here. Well, there you go. All right, quick check online says either oil fill is fine, and we're gonna go with the this side. By the way, a brand new funnel. You know, funnels are $1. There we go. Start the engine up, check the levels, and see if I have to add more, I guess. Get this back onto here. All right, let's start the tractor. All right, we're gonna let that oil settle. There's the oil check is running. And here, let me get these hydraulic lines out of the way a little bit. Pull this out if I can get it. All right. I think it needs more oil. It definitely needs more oil. Check one more time, just for giggles, but I think I'm gonna have to put that whole gallon of oil in there. Oh yeah. Nope, it's not showing up on the dipstick. Alright, let's put some more oil in it. Alright, I got more oil in it. But before I put the oil filler back on and cap it, I want to see if that oil's found its way to the dipstick. Oh, it certainly has. Okay, good. Quick look. Yeah, so it's right about here. I think I'm going to put that entire gallon in. Alright, I just put the rest of that gallon in. Let's give it another check. It's to right there now. So good. We're doing alright. Alright, got the oil fills all back on. Now I'm going to start the tractor back up. Let it run for a bit. Let's see what happens next. Pull this out like this. Clean it off. Put that back in real quick. Yeah, engine oil is right to about here. I like that. All right, perfect. I'll wipe that back off. Get that back in. Get in the hole. There it is. Excellent.